Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Odontology, the study of teeth. Today we are going to see about the carving of mandibular center incisor. So when you start carving the mandibular center incisor and the lateral incisor also, when you see that what is the difference between mandibular center incisor and the mandibular lateral incisor, morphologically if you see both the teeth, slightly both are similar only. The main difference between the two teeth will be your measurements. When comparatively for the mandibular laterals, the overall dimension is slightly greater than the mandibular center incisor. It is directly opposite when you compare with that of the maxillary center incisor and the lateral incisor, where the mandibular center incisor will be larger in overall dimension, the measurements, when compared to the maxillary lateral incisor. However, in mandibular central and lateral incisor, the lateral incisor will be slightly greater in dimensions when compared to the mandibular central incisor. So today we are going to see about the carving of mandibular central incisor. Okay. Again, I want to tell you that all the initial works I have done initially, because I don't want to repeat anything what I have shown in the carving of other teeth. You can just go through my previous video. If you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly go through my old videos, how I have done the carving of maxillary central incisor or canine. Then you will be able to know about the how the markings and other things I have done before starting the actual carving. In this blog or in this video, I have already marked all the initial works has been done, that is making clearing of the wax block, making a smooth surface on all the surface of the wax block. Then aspects has been marked, like a label for mandibular central incisor, it is labial aspect. Then lingual, call it as lingual aspect. Then mesial, and opposite to mesial it is distal. Then after that, the crown length, midline has been marked. Midline has been marked in all the surfaces. Then crown length has been taken. Then root length in all the surfaces. Then after that, I have divided the crown portion into 3 equal parts. From there I have taken the mesodistal diameter at the crown and at cervix. So after that, we have to start carving from the mesial and distal aspect, what we have done for the maxillary central incisor carving. So we'll start with the mesial surface. Till you reach the outline of what you have drawn. Very firmly hold the block on the carver. See, overall dimension of the mesial and the distal diameter will be greater when compared to the maxillary central incisor. So much we have to reduce, because the overall dimension of the mandibular central incisor is smaller when compared to the carving of your maxillary central incisor. Still it is there. Keep on removing the wax from the mesial and the distal surface until you reach the outline. So after that, so here I have done the mesial and the distal outline has been carved. So the labial and lingual initial work has been done. So after that, again redraw the midline. Divide the block into 3 equal halves using your scale. If it is possible means you can connect these two lines and here also. If possible, you can do that same thing. Or if you want to take any measurements, or you can draw arbitrarily also, no problem. So but it should be exact. Okay. So after that, you take the labiolingual diameter at crown and cervix as given in your BLS textbook. Okay. So once I have after that, what I have done is divide. So midline has been drawn. Dividing the block into 3 equal parts on the mesial and the distal for carving the labial and the lingual portion. So after that, what I have done is measurements have been taken from the crown and the cervix. Okay. Same thing I have done on the distal aspect. So from seeing the textbook, I have drawn the outline of the mesial and distal. Okay. Then start carving from labial and lingual. Okay. You have to get your mesial and distal. Slowly we have to do the carving. See, mandibular, as I told, mandibular incisor is a very small tooth in overall anatomy. So we have enough wax to do a carving, and it takes slightly taking more time in compared to the other teeth carvings because of the smaller nature and the smaller dimension of the tooth. Did you notice that this carving video, you can notice that it takes more time in carving because where more wax structure has to be removed in order to get the overall dimension of the natural tooth. Slowly you can do and go the carving till you reach the basic outline. Next we will be carving your lingual aspect. Once the labial of the has been over, I have start carved from lingual aspect. After doing the initial work carvings from before on a slight reaching on the outline of the mesial and the distal aspect. So before start carving the lingual exact, give it the formation of cingulum and the lingual fossa. So one small technique I used to tell in every carvings, that the carving on the cervical 1/3, that is defining that area of cervical 1/3 away from the remaining wax block. Okay, for betterment of the work. And you will defining that area away from the remaining wax block, and your future cervical line will be automatically carved in that. So you will get a good finish of the carvings. After that, once you using this tip of the carver, you round off the cervical 1/3 and start carving from the cervical 1/3. Okay. So these are all already I have posted in previous video. All the same procedure, whatever you are doing the carving, all are same. Okay, nothing new in this. So after that, once this is done, initial works has been done. So after that, carving of your lingual fossa. Okay, so use the curved end of the carver and hold it like this and carve gently till you reach the middle 1/3 of the wax block, middle 1/3 of the wax block, or the middle 1/3 of the tooth. small corrections and adjustments you have to learn by yourself. There is no study fast rule or study fast protocol to learn. These are all by your own style you can learn. Okay, keep on doing, only you will understand what is the problem, what exactly you are supposed to do, and how to do all the small corrections and techniques. Okay, there is no any study fast to rule to learn all those things. I have learned by my practice only. Keep on doing, only you can learn. So I have done all the initial works on carving, and the lingual fossa also. I have used the other end of the carver, slightly scoop it out, okay, and do the polishing and merge with the cingulum portion, okay, but make sure that it should not be too much in the deepen when compared to the maxillary sentences. Slightly it should be deep. Okay, so next we are going to start the carving of root. So after the carving the root, so small any corrections are needed means for the crown, coordinately we have to do the carving. So that ends with the carving of mandibular sentences. So we see the now the initial step in carving the root portion of the tooth. As again it is since it is a single root, small root, okay, draw the conical shaped outline. Okay, root aspect block. Okay, what we done, the maxillary centers are carving on the mesial aspect also. Then lingual, okay, then distal. Start carving on the mesial and distal till is the outline of the labial and lingual. Okay, so remove the wax from here first. Okay, always hold the carver slanting when you are carving the root portion. Okay, whatever the root you are carving, always hold it in a slanting position. Then mesial, then the mesial aspect from the base here you start carving and remove the wax. Till reach the outline on the labial and lingual, what we done for the similar to what we have done for the crown portion. Okay, make sure that should be in conical, don't make it as a cylinder. Small slight initial carvings we will do and remove the excess wax. Since it is a very small root, so much wax supposed to remove it. See, I am holding the carver in a slanting position and carving in order to make it as a conical shaped. The mesial aspect. Once this is the initial work has been done on the mesial aspect, so move on to the distal one. So same thing, remove the wax. Okay, so much of wax has to be removed because the remove wax, so much of excess wax you are supposed to remove. Slowly hold the carve in a slanting position and carve. So it is very delicate, root portion is very delicate, so make sure that you don't make it too thin or else it will break. See, I have done the carving from the mesial and the distal portion now to get the labial and lingual. Now I have to redraw the outline for the mesial and distal, then carve from labial and lingual till you reach the outline and finish up the overall carving of your root portion of the mandibular incisor. Redrawing again the conical shaped appearance. Okay, conical shaped. Okay, it should give a conical shape, and start carving the from the labial and lingual till reach the outline. Remove the wax here, as we have done the labial and the lingual carving has to be done. Here lingual we have to remove the wax. So see, you can see this overall morphology. The crown is in the root is too small, very delicate to do a carving and doing the polishing. It will sometimes it will break. I also feeling like difficult in doing this. So however, we got a good work of the mandibular sentencer carving. So with this we complete the mandibular sentencer carving. So if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to my channel Odontology. Thank you.